Hello and welcome to the third part of SolidWorks beginner tutorial series. So if you missed the last first and second part, please go ahead and watch it. This is a series of 3 videos. On the first part, we have introduced SolidWorks interface, what each toolbar does, and we have also created the part that you're looking at. And after that, we have created, on the second part, we have created these 3 parts, and this is the last part of SolidWorks beginner tutorial. And during this video or this tutorial, we will be creating the assembly. We will be assembling all the parts that we have created, and then we will be creating an assembly drawing and then adding a BOM as well. So without further ado, let's jump into the design. So to create or to assemble these parts, let's go ahead to SolidWorks, go to new, make assembly from parts, click on it, and you have an empty page, but the layout looks a little bit different. Here you have assembly, you have layout, you have sketch, but what interests us here in this environment is actually the assembly. If you hover over it, it shows you how to bring components and how to actually use it. So let's bring in all our 4 parts and actually try to assemble them. Click on it, click on insert components. If your components are not open, don't worry about it. Let's go to browse and let's bring in all the 4 parts. So to bring in the part, you can actually bring in one by one like that. You can click on it and click on open, and this will be opened here, and this will ask you where you want to put it. You can either slide it and put it anywhere you want, or you can just go to OK, and it will put it in the center of the assembly. So let's click on OK. So to bring in all the parts at once, go to insert component and go to browse, and then click on the second part, click control, third and fourth. All of them, once they are all selected, click on open, and normally you should get your parts opened and right here. So now what we want to do, we want actually to make them close or to put them close where we want to assemble them. So just get close to the hole and click on the left button, and then here as well, and then this one we want it to be here. So our parts are kind of on the wrong side, but we will align that in a while. But for now, we need to bring in the second part of this since we have 2 parts. So to bring in a second part, you can insert the components, of course, like that. Or you can also click on the parts and drag, and there you have 2 parts. So this is a quick trick to actually bring in more than one copy from the same part. So now what we want to do, we want to add constraints or mates. So we have this thing here that called mate. So if you click on it, you can see all the different mates here. We have coincidence, parallel, perpendicular, tangent, and concentric. So what we want to do here is we want to make this cylinder with this hole concentric. See, once you click on both of them, it's actually understand that this is a cylinder and this is 2 cylinders and they need to be concentric. You can of course change it from here, but it's kind of upside down. So if you want to change the direction, you go here, here on the left side, click on this symbol, and this will actually bring it up, put it upside down or downside up. So once you're good, click on OK, and let's continue doing the same thing for the rest of the cylinders. See, it always brings it downwards. Let's bring it upwards. Click on OK, and then click on these 2. Click on OK, and then this one with this one. Click on OK again. Now, our components are kind of on the right direction and everything, but they are still not on the right place. See, we can move them, of course, get them close, but they're not really there yet. So we should actually add different mates. So the mates that we want to add now is we want to actually make the surface coincident to this surface, right? So let's go to mates again. Click on this surface, and then click on this face. Now let's go ahead to this face again and click on this face as well. Perfect. Now let's do the same here. Click on this face and this face as well. You're good. Click on this face and this face as well. You're good. So once you're done, that's your assembly. Actually, click on OK, and you should be good to go. Now let's actually save our assembly and create a drawing. Before doing that, I want to show you one more trick here. If you want to change colors of the parts, so to change the colors of the parts, click on parts and then go here to color, and you can actually remove the color, add new color, change it, make it different, and then click on OK. Let's make it yellow, for example. Click on OK. Let's change the color of these You can change the color of multiple parts at a time, not necessarily only one part. So if we want to change, for example, these two parts, we want to change both, they're both colors. We can just select them both and make them blue, for example. Change the color of these parts here and make it pink. And then the last one, let's just change the color and make it a red. So that's how you change the color and the appearance. We can dive in that into future videos. For now, let's just go ahead and create the drawing. To create the drawing, make sure that you're saving your part, save as, and make it, since I have already created one assembly, let's just name it assembly 02. Save. Let's go to make drawing from part or assembly. Click on this page here and make drawing from part or assembly. So here, you will get this pop-up that looks like that. You can actually select the format of your drawing. So from this window, you can select what format you want your drawing to be in. Let's make it A3 ISO. So these are the dimensions of the peeper. Click on OK, and you should be good to go. Now, here on the right side, you will get all the different views of your parts. So you can actually select front, right, top, back, left, or bottom, right? Let's select the front face of our part, click on it, and drag it. Once you're good, once you drag it, you can actually, from these parts, you can actually drag different views like these. See? So you can actually bring in all the different views. I will show you how to do it differently. So if you want to escape, just click on escape and you should be good to go. If you don't want view, you can just click on delete and then it will be deleted. If you want to add a new different view, so go to drawing and projected view. So if you click on this face, it will project another view, right? Let's say that you don't want all of these, you just want to create a different thing. You can select all and delete all. Let's go back to drawing and you can actually make the view of any part that you want. You can just browse it and look for it and then bring it in. Now let's go to front again, click on it, drag it here, and let's add the views that are necessary for our drawing. And now let's bring in the isometric view or the current view if you want. Now let's change the look of this view. Click on it and click on the view like that. And that's it. So you put it this way and bring this part a little bit to the top. Now let's add dimensions. So to add dimensions, you go to annotation and smart dimension, just like adding the dimension to sketch. Click on these two lines and then click on these. Click on this fillets. You can also add the dimensions of the fillets, diameter. Now let's add in the height, the total height, because that's what matters for us for an assembly, is the overall dimensions. And of course you give detailed dimensions on the view of the part. Now let's insert the BOM. So to insert the BOM, you go to table, insert, then table, and then bill of material. So you select the part that you want the bill of material of. Once you select it, you can click on OK, and then you get a bill of material that looks like that. So it has part 1, part 2, 3, and 4. And here is description. You can actually add any description that you want. Keep the link or break the link. Part 1. So you can play with it as you want. Now let's add in the balloons to identify what is the part 1, part 2, and part 3. So you can do it manually, add balloons manually, or auto balloon. So you just click on auto and then click on these, and then it will give you an overview of how your balloons would look like. Click on OK, and that's it. So that was it for our last video of beginner series, SolidWorks beginner series. I hope you like it, and if you did like it, please press the like button, please subscribe, and if you need to clarify anything, please reach out, comment, and let us know what you think of this tutorial. Hope you like it, and see you on the next one.